Welcome to the last episode of Paul Plays in Portugal. I'm aiming to end this series on a high by winning the Portuguese double. We're taking on Porto in the final of the Taça de Portugal. We've already won the league. We won that in episode 43 by beating Arouca 3-0 on the last day of the season. And we have every chance of winning this final because Porto have only ever beaten us once in the entire series out of 10 games. We've won 6, we've drawn 3 and we've lost 1. It's a pretty magnificent achievement, that, isn't it? In fact, I want to look at it in more detail. Let's just have a quick look at the past meetings. They beat us back on the first ever game we took them on in 2017, 1-0 defeat. It's a pretty astonishing record, isn't it? We've beaten them 3-2 on 3 occasions with late goals. We've beaten them 5-2 in the final of this competition 2 years ago. We beat them 4-2 last September, but we have drawn against them in the most recent game. That was 2-2. We threw away a 2-0 lead. So we've played incredibly well against them. I don't know what it is about them that we do so that makes us do so well. Really don't know. It might just be our attacking style of play. We're going with our usual attacking tactic, but there's a couple of differences to them. Well, Bruno Tabata is now playing in the attacking midfield role. He's used to being our super sub, but for this last ever game, he's going to have to start. He has to start. David Silva, it's not really worked out for him recently. Bruno Lamas is injured, which means Ivanic is playing in central midfield. Fernando's going to have to play right back because Georgian's injured, and Fernando Silva actually picked up a yellow card on the last day of the season. Had an incredible man of the match performance from him, but he's suspended because of that yellow card, I think. I think it's because of that. It might be because of a previous offence, but I can't remember what. But we're going to have to rely on our young Brazilian left-back, Luciano, playing in the left-back position. Rest of the team kind of speaks for itself. Lopez is our top goal scorer this season with 33 goals. He has been incredible throughout this series. Let's just pay homage to him because he's only ever been on loan to us, remember, 3 years in a row, but he scored 27 goals in that first season. Really good average rating. 18 goals. Not so good in the second season. There was a couple injuries in there as well. But this third season, 33 goals. His least creative season, in fact. 9 assists. That's not been his style of play this year. It's about banging the ball into the back of the net. Not the goal into the back of the ball. The ball into the back of the net. He has been magnificent. Wellington, once again, despite injuries this season, he has been marvellous throughout this series. That first season, 7 goals, 6 assists. Good average rating. Decent start to this series. But then the next season, 19 goals, 27 assists. Last year, 16 goals, 18 assists. And this year, 15 goals and 15 assists. That second season is just crazy. But yeah, he's picked up a few injuries this year. I mean, he only actually played 22 league games. 33 games in all 33 starts in all competitions. Nakajima as well, the wizard on the left. He's been up and down throughout the series. There was a chance of him leaving at one point, but he stayed. Good first season, 9 goals, 2 assists. Second season was very good, 13 goals, 12 assists. Last season, 16 goals, his best goal scoring season, 12 assists. Not so good average rating though, but this year, I think on the whole has been... has it been better than the second season? 14 goals, 11 assists. He's been good. Not amazing. I mean, I think that's the thing. He's never been consistent. But he is a star of the series. And he's aiming to destroy Porto today. We're all aiming to destroy Porto today. I've got my shirt and my tie on. Different pair of trousers again. I've got jeans on. You probably didn't see that. I couldn't lift my leg up high enough. But yeah, you can take my word for it. Maybe I should have worn my lucky trousers from that first final. But these will do. This is the Porto team we're facing then. They've got Brahimi on the left. Their team has changed quite a lot throughout the series. This is their top goal scorer up front. Abila, 31-year-old striker who they signed for £1.4 million on loan from Marseille. This chap looks about 12. Moroni, 22-year-old, playing behind. They signed him for £4.3 million. Could be dangerous. And on the right-hand side, Coronas. He's their most valuable player, I think, actually, looking at it. Looks like a top player, although Brahimi might be. Brahimi's £13 million. He's a good player. Pereira in the middle. Pires, Garcia, Izquierdos, Felipe, Pereira and Gomez in goal. We can do this. We obviously can. We've beaten Porto on numerous occasions. We haven't lost since the first game of the season. Let's hope there's not symmetry in this and we end up losing the last ever game against them. If we play our usual way, we're just too much for Porto going forwards. Just going to give a bit of a boost to the team. Hope you guys aren't too sad to see this end. In fact, if you are sad to see it end, that's a good thing because it means you've enjoyed the series. But I think it is the right time for it to end now. I want to move on to something else. So, I mean, the series, I guess it's got a little bit stale towards the end, I'll admit. I've had fun, but overall, I know when to end a series, I think, and I think the time has come. Especially as I've been a little bit inconsistent with uploading over the last couple of weeks. The players walk out of the tunnel. Not a huge number of fans have turned up for this, which is a bit weird, really, considering it's the cup final. But there we go. Brahimi takes a free kick, knocked into the box, headed. It wasn't away, but it's over the bar nonetheless. We've won a free kick in a dangerous position. Vinicius, of all people, heads it into the back of the net from a Bruno Tabata. Free kick. Marcos Vinicius, he's had his critics, but he's popped up here with a header. And we're 1-0 up in the final. Hope you're looking forward to the next challenge of mine, the next series of mine. It's going to be taking place in Scotland. I don't know when that's going to be started. Probably in the next couple of weeks. Like I've said previously, I'm going to be away in the Lake District for a week, so the series won't start straight away. Still thinking about the next emulating series as well, whether that happens or not. Need to make a final decision on that. And yeah, looking forward to the rest of the FM18 cycle and creating some content for you. Maybe a few more experiments as well. If you've got any ideas, as always, please let me know. That'd be much appreciated. I've got a few things in my locker. I just need to decide whether or when. Well, there definitely will be an experiment. Is Wellington almost making it 2-0? It's just when is the question. When will the next experiment be? I have to decide. Bruno Tabata knocks that corner in. It's out as far as Lopez. Franco Lopez to the back post, headed away. And here's Nakajima. He couldn't get enough power behind his head. And Nakajima again twists and turns, crosses in. Lopez! Oh, we should be 2-0 up, but somehow Gomez keeps it out. We've had chances today to make it more than 1-0. Porto haven't done anything so far, but that's the commentator's curse. Maybe not. Can we get to half-time still winning this game? 2 minutes to go. Luciano with the throw-in. Throws it into Nakajima. Back to Luciano. Postignolu now on the ball. Into the path of Vinicius, who knocks it up to Wellington. He's got the pace, but he can't beat his man. He just knocks it into his shin. And Porto going to equalise before the end of the half. Here they come. Rui Pires. Corona. Moroni. Luciano, good header away. Marcel. Nakajima knocks it over the top for Wellington. He's found space down the right-hand side. Now Lopez in the middle. 2-0. Brilliant counter-attack. That is just... Oh, that is just this series. Wellington, pace, power, down the right-hand side, knocks it into the box. And Nakajima, quite fittingly, got the assist of the assister with a wonderful ball to Wellington. And Lopez with the easy finish. 2-0 up. Now we just need to try and hold on to this. Now, I kept on attacking Porto previously when we drew 2-2. But then I know some people think I should leave it on attacking. Others say I should go defensive. Some people think I should go standard. I can't win, really. But I think standard is a compromise here. Very happy with that. Keep it up. If we go standard, just standard. I'll turn run at defence off. Just, yeah, let's keep going the way we are, but not quite as forward thinking, I guess. We need to be a little bit more sensible. Now we've got a 2-goal lead. We should just play it safe till the end of the match. 57 minutes on the clock. We haven't seen anything of Porto yet, but this might be their first chance, their first meaningful chance. Here they come. Are we going to see a repeat of the last game? Here's Soares into the path of Moroni. That's a nice little ball, and that's cracked off the crossbar. Ooh, that was too close for comfort. Marcel's on a yellow card. I'm going to take him off for Pedro Sarr, who's been... You know, Marcel and Pedro Sarr were here at the start. There's quite a few players that are at the start, really. Postignolo, Pedro Sarr, Marcel, Stanley, of course, Rui Costa. Ferreira on the bench, and Nakajima, Bruno Tabata, Wellington. Most of the players were here at the start of the series, but I've added to the team with some nice players that have really improved the squad. I don't know how that didn't go in. We've still got half an hour to go. That's headed away by Pedro Sá this time. Lads, hold on for me. Let's get a famous double. We can do this. I'm going to go defensive for the last 15 minutes and just time waste now. Hold on to the ball a bit more. What is going on there? That is weird. Why is it wide? But that is weird. Yeah, we'll waste time. I think we have to bring Stanley on, don't we? For the last few minutes. Nakajima off for Stanley as an inside forward. No. How do I undo? Oh, there's undo. I'm going to put Lopez there and Stanley up front as the target man. This has worked previously, actually, as kind of a counter-attacking measure. So Bruno Tabata, the super sub, is off. Subbed on is Stanley for the last 10 minutes. Kind of think I should bring Ferreira on as well, because he was the goalkeeper for the first 3 seasons, just to say thank you. But sentiment, I can't really be sentimental. We've got 10 minutes to go still. Stanley does really well to win that header. Nakajima picks it up here. Nakajima charging at the defence. Looks for Wellington. Can't find him. But Ivanic now on the ball. If we can make it 3, then that will surely be it. Nakajima round the back. Stanley! Oh, he's hit the post. So unlucky for Stanley. That would have been the most fitting way to end this. Which player do I bring on? I think I have to bring on Ferreira for Lecomte for the last few minutes. Bit of a weird substitution, I know. It would be weird for the fans in the stadium, but it's the last game of this series, and we're about to win the cup final. We're doing it. This is it. Blow the whistle, ref. It's crossed in, headed away, and there we go. We've won the Portuguese double. We've ended the series in style with a comfortable 2-0 win. Look at all of this jazz coming down. Black and white pieces of paper, and we're having a party. There I am in my red suit. Great way to end the series. Lopez gets man of the match and a goal. The perfect way to end it. What a pleasing way to end the series. And I'll just quickly show you the player statistics. And we will, I think, continue a couple of days maybe just to see player of the season, all those awards. But as you can see, Lopez, top goal scorer, 34 goals this season, 9 assists. Wellington, 15 goals and 16 assists. Nakajima, third top goal scorer with 14 goals. Stanley, what a season from him. 12 goals and 12 assists. That is truly astonishing from a player who just quite clearly isn't really good enough. But he's done it. His best season was, goal scoring was that first season when it was basically our main man up front. 16 goals. Second season, hardly played. Third season, he started to come back into a bit. And then this season, this was his best season. 7.3 average rating in the league. Really, really impressive stuff from him. And the second highest number of assists, ahead of Nakajima and Bruno Tabata. He actually got 1 more goal and 1 more assist than Bruno Tabata. That's not bad going. Average rating wise, Franco Lopez was top with Wellington second and Stanley third. Oh, it's been wonderful. Really, really wonderful. And I couldn't have been happier. This is the best way to end it. So this is the overall best 11 of the series. Ferreira in goal. He obviously was number 1 because Lecomte only really came into the team for this last season. Pessoa from the first season is our best ever right back. We didn't really have a consistent right back after that point, to be fair. Gotta love Pessoa. Luciano left back, which is a little bit strange, but I suppose he probably made the most appearances out of any left back. Posignola and Vinicius, the 2 centre backs. Posignola, 182 appearances from him, the most appearances from any player in this series. He was just steady Eddie at the back, wasn't he? Alongside Vinicius, who had a very good last season, very iffy last season, but this year he's been good. Marcel in defensive midfield, he was ever present from that second season onwards, really. Bruno Lamas in the middle, one of the best signings of the series. Really enjoyed him, but unfortunately got injured for the last few months, of course. Wellington, who else? On the right-hand side, what a player he was in this series. He got 151 appearances. Ivanic, actually surprised to see him in attacking midfield. Paulinho, though, remember he only really played the first season, so I guess that first season and a half, so it makes sense that he wasn't in that lineup. Nakajima on the left, of course, 161 appearances for him. And Franco Lopez from the second season onwards, ever present in the team apart from injury. 79 goals in 131 games. Bruno Tabata, special mention to him, our super sub maestro. 120 appearances, a lot of those sub appearances, remember, as well. Stanley as well on the bench. That's a 1 in 3 record for him. That's not bad going whatsoever. And he didn't play every single game up front, remember. So that's really quite impressive. This is the best 11 from this year for those interested. Pedro Sarr in there instead of Marcel, interestingly. End of season awards. Franco Lopez picks up the Player of the Season award with 62% of the vote. Nakajima second with Stanley an impressive third. We'll have a look at that goal of the season in a second, but as you can see, young player of the season once again, Franco Lopez. David Silva signing of the season. Let's just have a look at what was considered by the game the best goal of the season. It was against Moreirense. It's this one. I swear I've seen this about 5. Oh no, this is a different one. This is similar to the one he got goal of the season last year as well, I think. That was a great strike. That's the season review. Look at that. Top of the table for pretty much the entire season. Very impressive. Really, really impressive stuff. And that's about it, really. That's the way we end the series. It's been a lot of fun. Let's just have a quick look at how we progressed over those 4 seasons. First season, 9th in the league. That was impressive. We were expected to get relegated. Second season, though, 3rd. And we were very close to winning the title, remember? We just missed out. So we could have won 3 in a row if it wasn't for that. But 2 in a row is the next best option. 79 points in the 3rd season, helping us win the league. This year, actually even better, 85 points. We only lost 3 games all season. Braga, Sporting and Benfica, 3 big teams. We didn't really slip up against the weaker opposition. Plus 50 goal difference, 75 goals scored. What more can I say? We'll end the season, we'll end the series on that note. Thank you so much for watching Paul Plays in Portugal. Obrigado. And hello to anyone new that joined my channel, that subscribed to my channel since this series started. Plenty of Portuguese people watching. Really do appreciate it. Next series will be starting in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be based in Scotland. But for the last time in this series anyway, until next time, enjoy FM18. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon.